Hey. Like, how are you all doing? Can you all see me clearly? Can you all see your girl clearly? It is Friday. It's Friday. Like, where is this popping out right here? It is Friday. It is Happy Friday. I'm not sure what y'all are up to, but I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you guys. I'm here preparing content, preparing a welcome kit for my new clients, and I'm like, let me jump on here. Hey, SkyTech. Let me jump on here and talk to you guys just for a minute. So for those of you that's watching on the live, or if you're going to be watching the replay, my name is Melissa and I am a woman leadership coach. I coach corporate women who are feeling stuck, where you're feeling overlooked, you're lacking in confidence and self-worth, but you really want to accelerate your career but not having the skills needed or the confidence needed in your skills to do that, and you feel as though you don't want to do all that and sacrifice yourself and sacrifice your family, and then you are regretting everything that you have accomplished. I help you to be able to increase your confidence, increase your self-worth, and know that you are enough to handle both corporate and your personal life. I am excited about coaching corporate women because I have been in corporate for over 18 years. I've been coaching leadership for over 15 years, and I can remember being in meetings that I wasn't comfortable opening my mouth. I can remember being the person who would want to do a presentation but was not confident enough to do that presentation. I can remember not being confident speaking to my team, whether it's about performance or whether about leading a project. I was just not confident enough to stand up, open my mouth, do that presentation. I was not confident enough to even hold my team accountable without feeling as though I'm doing something wrong or feeling inadequate. I was that person, and I am so passionate about being able to support corporate women. Recently, if you've seen my post, because Instagram is like funny, they don't show all your posts to everyone, but I was doing some research to support myself, while I have a coach as well. But doing research and reading is absolutely phenomenal. In all honesty, I read like 3 to 4 books at the same time. I've been reading this one, something pops out at me, I go and I find another book. So I'm always reading. I did a reel about some of the books that I'm reading this week. But there was a post that I made that Forbes did an article, and they were sharing that women need support now more than ever. And women in the workplace that gets, whether it's mentorship or coaching, these women was able to see improvement in their personal life and also in their professional life. And that's one of the things that I love with coaching. It not only improves your professional life, but it also improves your personal life as well. Let me see if I can find that post that I made. It says women need mentors now more than ever, and it says women need help, especially those just starting their careers or changing careers. One valuable source of help is strong, effective mentors or getting a coach. Mentors can provide a great deal of help in guiding women through the new unprecedented challenges. Hey, how are you doing? Yes, I'm just talking about, one of the posts that I made this week that Forbes shared, that women in the workplace need support now more than ever. Recognizing the value of mentoring, many companies have established robust formal programs. Sometimes our companies would suggest that we get mentors, or we ourselves know what is happening in our lives and we need to go and get mentors, we need to go and get coaches. So it's not just about, oh, coaches coming on, or whatever coaches are saying, but other articles are there to suggest that no more than ever, women in the workplace need mentorship and need coaching. And one of the benefits as well, women are more satisfied at work when they have mentors and coaches, and more likely to have a successful career. Indeed, 25% of employees who participated in mentoring program saw an upgrade in their salary. Now, who doesn't want an upgrade in their salary? Imagine getting a coach or getting a mentor and being able to target different areas of your professional life, and also that impacts your personal life as well, and you're able to 10x your life. Imagine being so confident at work that you don't have to go home worrying about something that you should have done or could have done. So you're not impacting your personal life as well. You have time to talk to your kids. You have time to spend with your spouse. You have time to spend with your friends, and you're not thinking about, what you could have done at work, or the decision that you didn't make, or the team, the team conflict that you are wondering, did I do a good job at, diffusing that conflict? Did I do a good job at ensuring that I was able to effectively handle that conflict that I had? Was I confident enough to present a solution to a situation or a challenge that we have at work? Was I able to do that? And imagine, not having all of those things to worry about. And that's what mentorship does. That's what coaching does. I shared a post earlier, about when you think of good things, they become better. Hey, Tishan, when you think of good things, they absolutely become better. And I was sharing, if you read, the caption, which a lot of people don't read captions, but I'm talking to those who read the caption. And I was talking about when I started my journey in 2020 to say, I'm going to become a life coach. I'm going to become a coach. And I was already coaching in corporate. I have been coaching leaders in corporate for over 15 years. And I never thought of that. I never thought of, being able. I never thought of, going ahead and coaching corporate women like myself. I thought about life coaching. I thought about, coaching women overall. But the skill that I have, and, the growth and the experience that I have is really in corporate. That's where it is. Am I able to coach women in other areas of their life? Of course. But the main skill that I have comes from being in corporate and understand the rigors of what it is to be in corporate, and how, the functions of being in corporate, and what are some of the leadership qualities that you need. And I was sharing that in 2020, I said that I was going to be a coach. And you know what happens? Hi, Timeless Attires. I said I was going to be a coach, and I signed up for courses. I signed up for courses. I wanted to be certified. I registered. I did, various things, but I never completed the course. Like, how many times have you decided that you're going to do something? You buy a book, you invest in courses, where there's no one-on-one, and you never complete those courses. You never complete the book. You never take action from the book. And through the post, I shared my journey in where I'm at today, being able to read various books, being able to understand how my skills can help other people, and also being truly able to be confident in myself enough to say, you know what, Melissa, you need some help. I personally to be able to complete my certification for life coaching and leadership coaching. Like, I did a lot of certifications. I did leadership coaching certification. I did life coaching certification. I did mindset certifications for coaching. I did purpose, life purpose coaching, because a lot of us don't know what our purpose is, and it impacts professionally and personally, because we're not sure, are we in the right environment? Some of us stay in jobs that we should be leaving, but we're not sure to go where. So I did all of that, but to start, I had to get an accountability partner. I was like, nope, I need to start promoting, coaching. I was doing another business, which I still do on the side, but I was not promoting my coaching business as much because I wasn't confident. I needed help. Even though I had other coaches, even though I had, other courses I was doing, I was not as confident in my skills. And when I got the accountability coach that, would send me worksheets and reminders, and I know that, okay, I'm going to be meeting with her next week, and I promised, I committed to finishing X amount of courses in this, and she would be talking to me about, okay, what did you learn, all of these things. I committed to doing it, and today I am proud of myself, because then I was more confident. And now, trying to find who is it that I can serve, who is it that I can genuinely serve. It's not just about the money, it's not about what is it that I can gain from it, but it is, how is it that I can impact somebody else's life so that they are able to impact other people. And I was just excited about completing those courses, moving on into 2021, doing other things, investing in other coaches to grow. If you are investing in a coach, find out if that coach have a coach, because we all need coaches. Just as though if you're in corporate, if you're a leader, you have a leader. Everybody reports to somebody, because we all need development. We all need to know more. If we're not sure about something, we need somebody to go to. And that is why mentoring and coaching is so important. Like in corporate, I mentor people. If you're watching this live or on the replay, you yourself may have had mentors. You yourself, may have mentored other people, even while you're not even confident about other things or the role that you're in. So it is important, and I want to share, before I jump off, with you 3 leadership qualities that you can develop when you get coaching. I'm going to be doing a post on this. I'm going to be doing a few posts, and I was doing research, and I was saying, there are qualities that you can develop to become better leaders, and you get these qualities developed through coaching. And one of them is being courageous. We talk about being confident and stuff, but when we talk about being courageous, it's really about not being afraid to be different, not being afraid to challenge the status quo, not being afraid to make unpopular decisions. As leaders, we make unpopular decisions all the time, but a lot of times we are not. It's not that we're not confident, and it can be confident, but for one of these skills or qualities, for this context, is really about being brave enough to challenge the status quo. And coaching will help you feel courageous based on the processes. So one of the things that I do with my clients is, you get worksheets, you get templates, you get exercises, you get homework, because confidence doesn't just come from reading a book. It comes from taking action, taking risks. Being courageous doesn't come from just reading it. It comes from you making up in your mind, even though you're scared. But when you have that accountability and that homework and that assignment to do, and you know that, okay, I'm going back to my coach, I paid X amount of money, I am going to get the results, you are going to be putting in the work. But if you're not, you don't have any accountability and you're trying to do it on your own, you may get it done. I'm not saying you won't, you may get it done, but then it's increased and the outcome is more pronounced whenever you have that level of accountability. So while you are working with a coach, I will help you to make those difficult decisions. I will help you. You know what it is to do. Like today, one of my managers, let me not say, because I coach managers, but one of my leaders that is above me resigned, and she is an absolutely amazing human being. She has helped me to grow. The first set of books that I was able to read that challenged and shifted my mindset, it was through her. And I started crying. I was like, she's leaving. But as she called me because she knows that we have a certain relationship. And she called me, and while we're there talking, I felt so free. I felt free for her. I was like, you know what? I wasn't ready for you to go. But I feel as though you're making the best decision. And it takes courage to make difficult decisions. It does. It takes courage to take risks. It does. Because you're not sure of what the unknown looks like. You're not sure of what the next level or the next step looks like. So it takes a lot to make difficult decisions. And hey Tiffany, thank you for jumping on. Yeah, so that's one of the things that coaching does and mentoring does. It helps you to be courageous and start believing in you again. Another thing, it helps you with having a vision. If I should ask you, like, what's your vision? What's a vision for your life? Start there. What is your vision for your life? A lot of us repeat the scripture. It's in Jeremiah, I think it's Jeremiah 39:11, but it's in Jeremiah, and it says, when the Lord says, I know the plans that I have for you, plans of good and not of evil, and to give you an expected end. And a lot of us, we repeat that scripture, but do we truly believe it? And if we do we have a vision for ourselves, knowing that the Lord does have a plan for your life? And one of the things that coaching does, and listen, if you're watching this and you're not a Christian or you're not faith-based, most of my coaching sessions, I'll have biblical principles tied into it because that's where I come from. Biblical principles, because they work. So if you are believing in having a vision, or if you don't have a vision for yourself and you're just going through life, it's not going to work, because the Lord have plans for you. So you need to tap into the plans that the Lord have for you and have a vision. Like, okay, the Lord knows, the plans He has for me, and plans of good. All right, let me start jotting down some good plans that I would want to see manifest in my life. And then you start working towards getting there. So in corporate, sometimes you have a vision and you're not comfortable sharing it with anybody. Like, you feel trapped. Like, who can I share this with? Because a lot of people won't see your vision. A lot of people will wonder, are you crazy? Like, if I tell somebody, no, I'm doing coaching X, Y, and Z, a lot of people say, oh, Melissa, why are you doing that? A lot of coaches are out there. But so sometimes you can't share your vision and your dream with some people. Some people are dream killers. And that is why you need that external support where you can be comfortable being in a space of not being judged and being supported. So it's so important. Another thing, when you get coaching, they help you with strategies to fulfill those visions that you have. Coaching also helps you with a guide, because you may be thinking about, thank you for the hearts, guys, thank you for the hearts. Coaching helps you with a guide, how to operate in this present, because we're thinking of a vision, but it is what we do know that will help you to get closer to that vision. Hey, Jackie. And that is it. It's what you do now that will help you get closer to that vision. So coaching can help you identify what's the vision for your life. What's the vision for your business? What is the vision for your family? You know, what is some of the vision? And really connect it to how you will share that vision with others. How you will, and it may be through action. It's what you're now doing every single day. What am I doing every single day to show people that, okay, this is how I'm showing up now. This is what I'm doing. And people will see the change in you. Some people will refuse to see it, but others will see the change in you. So, you know, with goal setting, coaching helps you with that as well. And how you will get there. What you need to do now. You can't wait. A lot of times we'll find a lot of excuses. You know what? One of the things, I'm not sure if you're on this live or you're watching the replay, I want you to research Helen Keller. Let me put her name here. I think this is her name. I want you to research Helen Keller. Let me see. How do I pin this? Yeah, I want you to research Helen Keller. There are a lot of people doing more with less than what we have. A lot of people. Now, Helen Keller lost her hearing and her sight and everything, her speech at age 11. And she grew to become, she was able to talk. She was able to, well, not talk, she talked through devices, but she was able to develop so many things. She wrote books. And a lot of us, we're not dumb, we're not deaf, we're not blind, and we're feeling as though we're incompetent. We don't take risks. We don't think of investing in reading. We don't think, we say, we can't invest in that, coach, it's too much money. But okay, we don't have the money, and that's fine. But how are you going about finding free resources to help you? There are a lot of people out here that's doing more with less. And I think of that. And I think of what are some of the skills that I have that somebody is waiting on me. There are 7 billion people in the world. I'm sure that my 1, 2, or 3 clients, my 100, my 1,000 clients over my journey is there. So what is it that what is your vision for yourself? What is your vision? And do you need support getting there? You need to carve out the support that you need. You need to start saving. You need to start investing in you. You really need to, whether it's going to be a book, whether it's going to be free audio that you're going to read and take action. I don't want anybody to say, Melissa, I'm supporting you and buying your book. Read it and take action. That's what I want from you. If you're going to invest in me in, coaching you, I want you to be able to take action. And that is where it is. Number 3, I say I'm sharing 3 tips. So it was, coaching helps to build one of the qualities. Number 1 is being courageous. Number 2 is finding a vision, having a vision, how coaching helps you there. And number 3 is being authentic. I recall while growing in corporate being 2 different people. And what do I mean? I used to have rough days at work, like really struggling. Like it was rough. I had to be managing clients, international clients. I had to be delivering information that these clients want, what they want right here and now. And I had to take that down to my leaders. And then I had vertically, I'm managing my boss and sharing that information. It was rough. And I learned so much. I made a lot of mistakes. But I learned so much. I learned so much through that journey. But one of the things that happened to me is I couldn't wait to get home from work because I wanted to just take off that shell that I was in, that face that person that I was on the job. I didn't want to have to be strong. I didn't want to have to make a lot of decisions. I just wanted to be vulnerable and to be free. And it's a struggle being two different people. And being in my role, especially when you're in corporate and you have people reporting to you. Like, I had 300, at one time I had like 350 jobs in my hands. So I had to show the client that I was the one to make the decisions. I had to show the client that I am able to lead. I had performance that I had to manage. I had to be thinking about bringing in money for the company. It is a lot. And as I grew and as I learned, as I read, as I took action, and as I became connected with other people, hey Pretty Brown, as I became connected with other people and started learning about leadership and learn about coaching and how to do things differently and holding myself accountable and being and growing, I realized I didn't have to be two different people. I can show up authentically. I can be strong at work, I can be strong at home, and I can also be authentic and vulnerable. But it's a process, and you have to trust yourself. A lot of us don't trust ourselves. We're in the corporate world, but we really don't trust ourselves. Hey Victor, we're in the corporate world, but we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust ourselves to make decisions. Why? Because we're wondering, what would that person think of me? Will they think that I'm able to make a decision? Will they think that I'm smart? And we feel insecure. So when you get coaching and you have a space, or you get a mentor and you have a space where you can be open, you can be true to yourself, you can be vulnerable with somebody, and you get that guidance to show up authentically, you will appreciate you even more. And other people will see your authenticity. I don't show up online being somebody that I am not. I really purge my quotes, because I look through what is it that I'm saying, and am I really living this life? I specialize in coaching corporate women because I understand the struggles that we face. It's not easy showing up in corporate, especially when you're not seeing that one person that you would want to emulate. Now, there are lots of women. You may like this person, not like this person. There are different qualities that you'd want to take from a lot of them, but you're just not sure. And, getting coaching helps. So in showing up authentically, you are able to have that strong intuition that, you can share it with somebody, and then you're able to share it with somebody, and that person is able to guide you through. That's what happens. Also, you're able to show up, you're able to walk the talk, and you're able to believe in yourself, just as knowing that, the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, plans of good and not of evil, plans to give you an expected end. You're able to walk the talk. You're able to show up authentically. You're able to believe in yourself even more. And then you're able to have all these different leadership styles show up all on their own, and you know that you are one person. You're able to be vulnerable when it is necessary. So coaching helps you to discover who you truly are. A lot of us not sure who we are. Like, we're not sure. We know that we're a mother, we're a wife, we're a sister. But deep down, like, who are you truly? Like, what are the values that you stand for? What are the values that you stand for? Pretty Brown said, trust God, keep focus, set goals, and trust the process. Yeah, and I believe in that, but I also want to add that when you set goals, a lot of us set goals and we don't trust the process because we are not executing our process. We're not executing our process. We know that there are goals, and we're saying, all right, I'm going to trust the process, but we're not involved in the process. We wake up every day and we allow life to happen to us versus being a part of what happens in life. We know that, okay, I need to drink more water every day. And you're saying, okay, you know what? I know I need to drink more water. And we wake up and at the end of the day, we don't drink as much water as we should. We're like, oh, I don't like water. One of the things that, I started doing, I don't do it as much now because I've developed the habit of drinking water often, is having a cup of water at my bedside. So as I wake up, I know that I need to drink some water. It's there. If I'm going to take up the cup, I know that I need to drink the water out of the cup. So one of the things that I work with my clients on is really building habits on habits they already have. Like habit stacking, that, okay, I'm going to brush my teeth. Before I brush my teeth or while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to be doing some jumping jacks, or I'm going to be, just running on the spot. Now, whatever it is that you need to do. It may be while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to be repeating some affirmations. While I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to be talking about, some of the qualities that I want to show up in today. So what it is that you're going to do while trusting the process, you must execute that process. It's so important that you do that. So I just wanted to jump on here and talk to you guys. Leadership is important. If you're a woman in corporate, I want to talk to you. I want to connect with you. Get on that call with me. Let's talk about how is it that I can support you. I can support your journey. Like, what is it that you are envisioning for yourself? I love your tenacity. I'm trying to move forward, but listen, Pretty Brown, it is being stressed out happens. Like, I don't know what type of stress you have, but I know what it is to be stressed out. I can recall having targets to meet, and I am not the one on the phones meeting those targets. So delivering the information, one of the targets not being met, I was stressed out. The people not meeting the target, and then I have to go to the clients to talk about why we're not meeting it, I was stressed out. But until you are able to execute a process, what are the goals that you have? I know you said trust the process. How are you executing that process? How are you executing the process to know that, okay, the word of God says is going to give you an expected end? What end are you expecting? It is so important. I'm a high school dropout, mother of 6, graduated with 2 of my daughters, attained my master's in management leadership. Whoa. I hope you read that and you are proud of yourself. I know it may not be easy. I know that all things are not as it seems, but guess what? You have so much. I can imagine there are a lot of persons who drop out of high school and can't say that they have a high school diploma or a certificate, but you have a master's. A lot of persons are not high school dropouts, and they have children, and while going through college they got pregnant and just drop out. They didn't finish. For me, I had to work through a lot of things, and I'm sure you are working through a lot of things. No. And you have experiences that you can share. I am so proud of you. And sometimes, what are the things that keeps us stressed out is that we live in the past versus the present, trying to carve the future. Maybe different for you. But identify, like, what are some of the things that's stressing me out? And one of the things that I work through with my clients as well is what we call the sphere wheel. And we have 3 spheres, and it's the sphere of control, the sphere of influence, and the sphere of whatever else. A lot of times we focus on the whatever else, but what is it that we have in our control, and what is it that we're unwilling to do? A lot of times, it is what is it that we're unwilling to do that will make the difference in our lives. The risk. I remember the very first time I was coming on live, I did it on my Facebook page, my personal page. I'm like, nope, I am not doing any live. Nobody going to show up. All right, Pretty Brown, I look forward. Jump in my DM and let's connect, girl. Let's connect. Yeah, I was saying I am not going on live. I am not doing it. And there's one day I said, it's my page. It's my page. And whomever wants to join, join. But I'm sure that somebody out there in the 7 billion people that's in the world wants to hear. Even one person wants to hear. And I just turn on the button live and I just started talking. And I'll come on live and it will be just me. And if I set my mind that, okay, I'm going to share these tips, I am coming on here and I'm going to share it. If one person joins, I am sharing it. If no one joins, I am sharing it. Because there's 7 billion people in the world. And I'm sure there's one person out there that's waiting to hear from me. I am sure. Because what? The Bible says the Lord will give me an expected end. Yes. So you have expectations. You have expectations, guys. And I want to support you. I want to partner with you. If it is that you may not be able to afford the services that I offer, I have ebooks. I have ebooks that you can jump in my DM, click the link in my bio, and check them out. Okay, going. Caribbean. Yes! You're from Trinidad? Alright, it's amazing. Excellent meeting you, girl. Excellent meeting you. Jump in my DM and let's talk some more about how I can support you. Or book a call with me. Book a call. You have your first 30 minutes with me that is free, that we can talk and connect. Yeah. So, as I was saying, what is the expected end that you're looking for? A lot of us don't know. Life is happening to everybody. Like Pretty Brown just says, she has 6 children. And she's a high school dropout and is able to complete her master's. Like, if I tell you how long it took me to get my degree, a 4-year degree took me like, I'm not even sure if Tishan is here anymore. No, you're not, listen, you're not taking up my time at all. I love talking to you guys. That's why I'm here. That is why I'm here, to talk to you. I remember a 4-year degree. My bachelor's took me 7 years. Why? I decided I'm not going to do any student loan. I decided that, okay, I am going to get my I don't care what anybody wants to say that it took me XY time. It took me 7 years to get my bachelor's. Why? Again, I decided not to do student loan. I decided that when I finish, I am finished. If I had to do 3 courses in the semester, I am doing even 1. I did 1 course. That's what I could afford. And I have my bachelor's, and a lot of people will say, oh, I don't have the money, or I can't do this, and we make up so many excuses. And 7 years pass, 10 years pass, and if you are just taking it one step at a time, and I finished my bachelor's like how long? I'm not sure if Tishan is still here, but I met her through going to school. Like, what is it that you're unwilling to do? It is those things that you're unwilling to do that will challenge you, to take you to the next level. What if Jesus had said to his Father, you know what? No, I am not going to earth. I am not going to earth. I'm not sure how many Bible-believing persons are in here. But if you remember the story of Jonah. Jonah was unwilling to go to the people of Nineveh. And the amount of things that happened to him. And at the end, he had to go. Went, throw overboard. This caused friction in other people's lives. Because of things that we are supposed to do, but we're unwilling to do them for various reasons. So it is what is it? What is it that you're unwilling to do? What is it that you're saying, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Like, you know, I remember when I first decided I'm going to invest in a high ticket coach, and I'm going to find thousands of dollars to get coaching. And I'm saying, if I want people to invest thousands of dollars in my business, I need to be able to get that level of investment and that level of coaching to be able to support them. And I made a way. I had to save it up. I had to do a lot of things. But you have to invest in yourself. And you have to believe in yourself. And you may need support to do it. And as I said, if you can't afford it, there are free resources. Like, I share free resources every single day. This live is free. Like, what is it that you're going to take from this live and run with it? I got pregnant at 16 years old. I was a mother at 16 years old. And I was still able to grow in my corporate job. I still decided that, you know, being a mother, being a teenage mother is not something that I am going to use as a crutch. I'm not going to use that to say, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. I was still able to fulfill a lot of things that a lot of people would say, you know, it's because of this or because of that. We are our worst critic. And we're saying, a lot of persons are saying this about us, but we say the worst things about ourselves. Being confident, believing in yourself, being courageous, being authentic, having a vision is so important. And that's why coaching helps. You know, getting guidance, getting support so that you are able to make the next step. Today I was creating content, and I have a video that I'm going to post later on, you know, of this mother walking with her child across the street. And I'm saying it's one of the most safe and liberating feeling when you have somebody to help you cross. Just cross over. Whether it's, you know, your mom helping you cross the streets or giving you directions, you know, how to cross safely. Somebody helping you to reach a goal. Somebody supporting you while you're in school, lending you their notes. You missed a couple days. Somebody was able to give you notes. You have a coach that is able to hold you accountable, guide you to the next step. A work friend, a work bestie that is able, you know, you have a lot of work on your plate and you're able to get support from them. You know, having somebody literally to help you cross. Having somebody to help you cross. Don't take people for granted. I talk about it all the time. If you have ever bought my gratitude ebook, it's my first ebook. It's a guide, and my chapter, my favorite chapter, you know, is about relationships, and not about just about spousal relationships. But don't take people for granted. Don't take these lives for granted. Don't take the post that you see on social media for granted. Don't take your parents. Don't take your children. Don't take strangers that invest time in you by giving you advice. Don't take people for granted. And then watch and see if you're not going to get even more people that, you know, that appreciate you and speak life into you. And that's why I love coaching so much, because it's really about helping people cross. Hey Nikki, Nicolette is on. Tiffany says, like me, so negative at times. And you know what? Our negative thoughts outweighs our positive ones. Our negative thoughts, truly, as human beings, our default thought is negative. And that's just reality. And that is why you want to feed yourself with positive thoughts. You know, what if you live with people that are negative? Like, how do you combat that when you're in such a negative environment? How do you combat being, you know, at work? So you're at home and it's negative. You're in a community and it's negative. And you're at work and it's negative. When do you get some time? And it's going to be you feeding yourself with positive things over and over. It's not about the situation that, you know, it may not change, but it's how do I view this situation now? How am I going to become somebody that view the situation differently? Like, I still have struggles at work. I still have clients that I have to, report to. I still have leaders that I have to coach. I still have all of those things, but I have worked to become a better person. I've worked to improve myself so that I'm able to see things different and act differently than how I was in the past. That caused me to be literally stressed out, drained. I had so much acne on my face. I was overweight. So stress can cause so many things. Negative thinking can cause so many different impacts on your life. You don't want to talk to your kids. You shout at your kids. You shout at your spouse. Your friendships, you don't call them. They don't call you because they don't want to talk to you. Like a lot of things. And that is why it is so important to have somebody that helps you cross. Who is going to help you cross? Choose somebody. Whether you're going to choose YouTube, whether you're going to choose to follow better pages on Instagram than pages that is filled with negativity. We watch real-time reality shows and it's always negative. If you're married and you're watching shows that talks about divorce every single day, watch the ones that talk about how to strengthen your marriage, So it is so important that you find support to help you cross. I know we went off into something else, but as I said, let's talk for a minute and jump on in. If you're just joining, I want you to go and read up on Helen Keller. There are a lot of persons out there doing so much more with less, that did so much more with less. So what is it that you would need to do? My lunch break is up. I was taking my lunch time to jump on here and talk to you guys. I think I'm going to save this live. So it's a pleasure talking to you. It's always good talking to you guys. I'm here for 46 minutes. Didn't even plan to stay that long, but really thank you guys. If you think that you need somebody to help you cross and you want to find out how I can support you, go ahead and book that free 30 minutes call with me. I have different coaching packages that I'm working on. We may not be a good fit. How is it that you're going to know? Is if you jump on that call with me. How are you going to know if I am able to support you? You don't know. I don't know if I can support you. You may be a woman in corporate, and based on what you're experiencing, I may not be able to support you. But how are we going to know if we're a good fit to work together? How is it that you're going to know if you can afford the coaching packages that I have? It is jump on that free 30 minutes call with me and at least get to connect and see how I can support you. It's really been a vibe. I love talking to you. I love being able to share with you and holler at your girl. I can't wait. I'm going to be sharing that post today with that lady and that child just crossing. You need somebody to help you cross. Have yourself an amazing rest of the day. It's your girl Melissa, and again, I am a woman leadership coach, and I help women in corporate who are feeling overlooked, overwhelmed, stuck, not feeling secure. I help you to accelerate your career, increase your confidence, increase your self-worth, so that you can show up in that meeting, so that you can have that confidence, so that you can be courageous, so that you can build a plan, show up authentically, so that you can truly be you. A lot of us don't want to have meetings. A lot of us don't want to talk. A lot of us feel insecure. But guess what? I'm here to support you so that you can feel as though you are worthy without sacrificing yourself nor your family. Hit your girl up, jump in my DM, and let's connect. Pretty Brown is still here. I thought you were gone. All right, thank you guys for jumping on. Have an amazing rest of the day, guys. Bye-bye.